Hey guys, welcome to Weekly Weird News, and this episode is sponsored by Honey, and this episode is sponsored by Squarespace. Now you're gonna hear more about them later, but first, some weird news.
More specifically, some pretty disgusting news. Things are about to get extremely gross in here, so maybe hold off on watching this video until you're done eating that sandwich in your hand there, Mike.
And that couple from Florida that watches the shows together while they eat dinner. Wait till after the video.
Yeah, in fact, just to provide a little bit of a buffer between listing our sponsors and then telling you about something truly nauseating, let's just give a quick update to that story last week about that jogger in Colorado who got attacked by a mountain lion and managed to kill it with his bare hands in self-defense.
This cougar fight thing has been the perfect buffer for controversial news stories, but 2 weeks in a row.
Just throw the cougar story in there. I hope they keep updating it forever.
Yeah.
Anyway, while his identity was initially kept anonymous, he has now revealed himself.
And why wouldn't he?
Travis Kaufman, aka Travis the Lion Killer, spoke to the media on Thursday to tell his side of the story and show off his nasty scars. And it turns out, despite his experiences, he's still a cat lover.
Was he worried that only the cat was getting their side of the story out? I'm here to set the record straight.
Dead cats tell no tales.
Anyways, he says his own experiences owning a cat and observing its behavior helped him in his life or death fight with the mountain lion.
They're just big kitties.
Know your enemy, as they say, and he did. When the incident was first reported, the cougar was described as a juvenile, and this week it's been confirmed that it weighed in at around 50 pounds, which is definitely smaller than your average full-grown adult cougar, but it's still big enough to really mess you up, and it certainly messed him up. Photos of Travis the Lion Killer from immediately after the attack show some pretty nasty cuts requiring dozens of stitches. But it looks like he's healing up nicely, and he even says he plans on jogging that same trail again. Not gonna let it win. Though he doesn't plan on jogging alone much anymore because fight a cougar once.
Yeah. He also cautioned against jogging with earbuds in your ears because he's like, if I had been wearing earbuds, I would be dead right now.
Yeah.
I only survived because I heard it approaching.
And keep your animals on a leash. Because
And jog with a gun.
Make sure you're jogging with a gun. Right here in your pants, loaded, cocked, and ready to go.
Multiple comments last week. Cougars are a good reason to concealed carry. All right.
I don't see any cougars around you.
There's only been like 90 cougar deaths in the last century, but sure, whatever makes you feel safe.
So what you're saying is it's working.
Anyway, yeah, nice to hear from him. If you happen to see Travis Kaufman around the Fort Collins area, and he'd be pretty unmistakable, buy that man a beer.
Yeah.
You might want to buy yourself a beer though after this next story, because we got a real doozy for you. So, okay, first off, neither of us are parents, so we're pretty out of the loop on what the little kids are into these days. We do, however, know that little kids spend a lot of time here on YouTube.com, despite the thousands of red flags that YouTube has thrown up over the years for parents, what with the whole Elsas and the Spider-Men and the syringes. But hey, that tablet shuts Junior out faster than anything else in the house, so risk it.
And to be fair, there's lots of content for small children on YouTube that's not incredibly unsettling. In addition to TV shows like Sesame Street having thousands of videos uploaded on their own YouTube channels, there's lots of homegrown YouTube kids content as well, like Blippi. Blippi is basically Blue's Clues for the YouTube generation, or something similar to it. He's a goofy looking dude in big bright colors who teaches kids about numbers and letters and colors while stimulating their young and excited minds with stuff like trucks and balloons and dinosaurs and toys and ice cream. Yeah, for us personally, the entire Blippi persona of a grown man acting like a 4-year-old, it's off-putting, but it's nothing new. This has happened throughout TV for years and years and years.
And it's a formula that works. He's doing well.
That's true of a lot of kids' content, like we said, and Blippi's content, it does seem like it would be pretty great for little kids. I have friends I knew about Blippi before this story because I have friends who have kids and they love Blippi. They love it. It's good for kids compared to a lot of the filth that's on this hell site.
Yeah. Blippi's all right by me. The point is, and we want to make this very clear before we continue, Blippi seems like a good kids entertainer with genuinely good intentions. You start talking about some weird messed up thing involving the host of a kids show and everyone's mind immediately jumps to like Jimmy Savile or the Elmo guy that did some nasty stuff, or the Barney guy who became a tantric sex guy, or...
But he did that after Barney, so this is almost like the opposite.
I mean, there's different degrees, but it's none of that.
No.
None of that is the case here. As far as we can tell, it's still completely safe to let your kids watch Blippi.
Yeah, they'll never know until they're a little bit older.
However, Blippi wasn't always Blippi.
Gasp. You mean this person had a life before he became a kids entertainer?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, he had a life.
And what a life. Like most of us, Blippi's career went through multiple iterations before he found his true calling. Even with people who are YouTubers, a lot of them start out doing one thing and transition into doing something completely different. PewDiePie was a hot dog salesman, but we don't hold it against him. Blippi's real name is Stephen John, but not really, because before he legally changed his name, it was Stephen J. Grossman, aka Steezy Grossman. And his content was less about teaching kids colors and numbers and more about being as disgusting as possible. Steezy Grossman's entire internet footprint has been carefully scrubbed out of existence for years. But the Wayback Machine on archive.org gives us a little glimpse into what he got up to all those years ago on his own channel and on the Steezy Luck collab channel he ran with a friend.
And it's mostly the sort of lowbrow comedy that used to be it used to thrive on this website before vlogging and video games fully took over. Mm-hmm. He's got some hillbilly character named Doodler Baggins going to a rodeo, a milk gallon drinking challenge, a mistletoe kissing prank, sketches with titles like Dick Genie and Pee Troubles, a movie called Turd Boy about a shit person born after his parents have anal sex, and of course a Harlem Shake video.
Now this is all fine.
Yeah, 6 years ago this month, 6 years ago almost to the day, in February of 2013, the Harlem Shake meme was popularized by Filthy Frank, and every single channel on YouTube just had to do their own spin on it. The intro to the electronic song Harlem Shake by Bauer plays to a calm scene of not much happening, and then when the drop hits, you jump cut to the same room, but everything's now going wild. Mm-hmm. It was a great opportunity for various YouTubers to put their own little spin on it in the hopes of going viral. And for Steezy Grossman, that meant putting an absolutely disgusting spin on it.
We're taking things to the extreme here. In Steezy Grossman's Harlem Shake video, which has long been deleted but still exists out there in various parts of the internet because nothing is ever truly gone once it's uploaded, the video starts with Steezy, aka Blippi, just sitting on the toilet calmly taking a dump. But then, when the drop hits, he's now naked, standing on the toilet seat, facing the wall with his comedy partner on the ground next to the toilet, also naked, cheeks spread, ass in the air, while Steezy, Blippi, takes an explosive, 100% real diarrhea shit all over his friend. It's fucking disgusting, but that's the point. We've seen it. It's gross. But we're not gonna show it to you because one, it's a video of a naked man shitting on another naked man, and two, Blippi's got some lawyers pretty aggressively going after anyone who shows it, or links it, or anything. Now, this is two consenting adults.
Yeah.
Fine, whatever.
Not very hygienic, but...
Shit on your friends. It's okay. And we're not here to shit on Blippi.
Yeah.
We've already made that clear. But if you really want to look for it, it's out there somewhere. Thankfully to the people at BuzzFeed News, they had an artist in-house who did a artist rendition of the video, and it is spot on accurate.
Yeah, it gets the point across pretty well.
And dare I say, funnier than the actual video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now look, we'd be lying if we pretended this video wasn't fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm. We grew up with 2 Girls, 1 Cup, Mudfall, Swollen Tip, Meat Spin, all of them, all the shock sites.
Yeah. The internet today, it's the main street. It used to be a back alley. Mm-hmm. Anyway, yeah, the video's nauseating, but it's also, we'd argue, possibly the best version of the Harlem Shake meme in existence. Not joking. The best versions of the Harlem Shake meme were the videos that did something unexpected. And a naked guy doing a diarrhea all over another naked guy is extremely unexpected.
Yeah.
You're just not ready for it. It starts with a guy on the toilet and you're like, oh, where's this gonna go? And then you're primed and ready for something gross to happen, and then they still manage to surpass your expectations.
He consolidated decades of comedy into like 30 seconds because he took the whole long-standing aristocrats joke and put it into a Harlem Shake video.
It's a visual aristocrats.
Yeah. Ta-da!
Yeah. It just takes us back to a different time, a simpler time here on YouTube.com when people made videos not to get rich, but to simply just for the love of the craft.
Yeah.
He didn't make any money on this, wasn't even monetized. He just wanted to poop on his friend and then surprise people with it.
Yeah. Shock them, if you would use the term, I guess.
Yeah.
Another element in all this that might be lost on today's audiences was the popularity of gross out reaction videos. Like we just mentioned, 12 years ago, 2 Girls, 1 Cup came out featuring 2 women appearing to eat human shit, and there was a whole cottage industry around making people watch it without telling them what was going to happen and filming their reactions. It's an early internet tradition that also involves sites like Rotten.com, TubGirl, Lemon Party, so on and so forth. We could keep mentioning them.
A lot of them are still there.
I gave you a few as well. I would be worried about going to those websites these days because I just imagine that they're just swarming with malware or something.
Yeah, or like the FBI's monitoring them.
We gotta find out who's looking at TubGirl.
Yeah.
Dotsy.
Oh, yeah.
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 Blippi was clearly going for that with this. And in that context, the video's a real winner. The experience of watching Blippi standing naked on a toilet taking an explosive diarrhea shit on another naked man brought us back to some real nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't felt that way on the internet in probably a decade.
Takes a lot to truly shock
Thanks,
people.
Blippi.
Yeah.
Now, at some point, the man formerly known as Steezy Grossman grew up a little bit. He was in his early 20s when the poop incident happened. He grew up a little bit. He realized he wanted to channel his creative energy into something a little more accessible than scat comedy. So he wiped Steezy Grossman from the internet. And since his real name still appeared on archived versions of his old internet pages, he also legally changed his name. Really trying to get ahead of this. Then he got right to work on Blippi, an idea that he says he got while playing with his nephew. And Blippi has done quite well for himself.
Very well.
He's not only one of the most successful YouTubers on the whole site, he's also got a whole merch empire of toys and apparel and other stuff.
Kids dress up as him.
He's doing great.
Yeah.
When asked about his Steezy Grossman past by BuzzFeed News, he said in a statement, "Yes, I did make a gross out comedy video when I was in my early 20s, long before I started Blippi. At the time, I thought this sort of thing was funny, but really, it was stupid and tasteless, and I regret having ever done it. I've grown up a lot since then, and I trust people will see me as the person I am now, not the idiot I was back then." You're being too hard on yourself. The video's great. Own it.
Oh, man. Now, it's unclear if this is going to affect Blippi's career at all, but I mean, I'd hope not, because there's basically zero chance of any of Blippi's fans ever stumbling across this.
Yeah.
At least until they're much, much older and they can handle it.
Yeah.
It is, however, another lesson that once something's on the internet, it's never truly gone. But also, let's just acknowledge that someone can be super into extremely dark and disgusting humor while also a decent role model for children. Not everyone has a video of themselves taking a shit on a guy floating around on the internet, but most people, including parents and teachers, they've probably done or said things or had thoughts that would be highly inappropriate for children. There's a separation.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's the duality of man.
I'd like to point out that, like, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, Johnny Knoxville, the Jackass guys, the CKY guys,
literally taking shit.
We're doing disgusting, fucked up stuff like this. And like, as far as like Johnny Knoxville goes, like,
he's a household name.
If he was doing a voice in a kid's movie, parents wouldn't think twice about his past. And even if he was starring in one, it's like, he's a completely different person. He pivoted in his career. It is, of course, very weird to see the things side by side.
Yes, that is true.
The contrast is shocking. It's as shocking as we should do a thing where it's Blippi and then the Harlem Shake's going and then it cuts and then it's the news about Blippi shooting the spread. Because that's about as shocking as you could get too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. At least Blippi never used to use his powers for actual evil, like creating a global opioid crisis. The pharmaceutical company Insys is currently in court for bribing doctors to aggressively prescribe their fentanyl spray, Subsys. And we previously talked about how one of their sales executives allegedly gave a doctor a lap dance to help convince him to get more people hooked on their drugs. The latest ridiculous news to come out of that trial is the release of a rap video Insys produced to motivate their employees to push the product harder.
Yeah, this is weird and bad. The music video, which features a human-sized anthropomorphic Subsys spray bottle spitting bars about how great he is specifically about pushing doctors to raise their Subsys dosages for patients, a process known as titration. The maximum dosage for Subsys, the dosage that's gotten a lot of people killed, is 1,600 micrograms, and that's the dosage listed on the wrapping bottle's chest. The video's entire purpose is for sales reps to convince doctors to get their patients up to that dosage. The main hook of the lyrics is, "I love titrations, yeah, that's not a problem, and I got new patients, and I got a lot of them. If you want to be great, listen to my voice. You can be great, but it's your choice."
Wow.
Anyways, looking like there's a good chance a bunch of Insys executives are going to be going to prison for racketeering, but while we're at it, let's please just lock up anyone who was involved in the making of this video too, because thanks, I hate it.
Yes. But speaking of videos made by people with highly questionable judgment, rapper Tekashi6, is that how you say it? Tekashi
6x99?
6699, aka Daniel Hernandez, Tekashi69, whatever, or aka Walla Dan. I'm lost. That person, he's heading to prison, possibly for the rest of his life, for a whole whirlwind of very serious crimes. Sorry, Tekash heads. He's allegedly pretty deeply involved with a chapter of the Bloods gang and participated in various instances of gun violence, robbery, drug trafficking, and so on. And before that, he was accused of beating up the mother of his child and for filming a sex tape involving himself, a friend, and a 13-year-old girl. Not a great person.
Yeah, there's a lot to suggest that 6ix9ine might not be very good. But he's still a successful rapper with lots of fans, and that makes him marketable to, I guess, a lot of people out there. So the New York-based lingerie and sex toy store Romantic Depot thought it would be a great idea to hire 6ix9ine for their Valentine's Day sales ad. The ad, which features the production values that you would expect from a local business ad, features the disclaimer, "In no way does Romantic Depot support Tekashi 6ix9ine's past activities." But they do use those past activities, specifically the stuff involving women, to give a message about consent and to prevent violence against women.
So 6ix9ine comes in and he says he and his girl are looking to spice things up. And the Romantic Depot employee replies that it's important to know your partner's limitations. Tekashi then replies that he agrees. When he was younger, he made a lot of mistakes, but he's ready to learn more. At the end of the ad, 6ix9ine lets everyone know that thanks to Romantic Depot, I now know how to treat women with dignity and respect. Cool.
Good.
And then he turns around and reveals his custom 6ix9ine Romantic Depot shirt with the message, "Women deserve dignity and respect." So, hey, I mean, maybe not the best guy to hire to get that message across, but hopefully he is in fact serious about getting his shit together. Because like we said before, he's in a lot of trouble for a lot of crimes, and those crimes, there's no like equivalency here to Blippi's non-crime of shitting on his friend. Because I know people are gonna bring that up. Oh, you guys are giving
Blippi's cool.
Blippi gets a pass, but he shit on his friend. It's like, well, no, this guy, he actually like ruined people's lives.
Yeah.
And committed actual real crimes that affected other people.
People are gonna push back on that though. This new generation of rappers, their fans are fucking nuts. Like when that other X10, whatever the fuck his name is.
Triple X Temptation?
Yeah, when he died, the discourse around that was troubling.
I like to, I would say that the fandom has always been there no matter what artist it is throughout musical history.
Yeah.
And the absurdity, it's just that now people just have a easily accessible place, the internet, to let their voices be heard. But fandom like this has been around forever. So
I don't know. In the past, you had some plausible deniability about like not really knowing all the bad shit that your favorite person was up to. Kind of hard to avoid that these days. I don't know.
I mean, Snoop Dogg, just like Blippi, did some bad shit in his past.
Yeah, he did
and
some
is
gang
now
shit.
A household name.
Well, I
gotta stop saying that Blippi did, like, Blippi, he shit on someone.
Blippi did nothing wrong.
But he didn't hurt anybody. His friend was a willing participant.
Yeah. I hope if his shots were up to date, you know, took some vitamin C.
If Blippi had tied that friend up and shit on him, then it's a little bit different.
Right. Just consenting adults taking shits on each other.
And I have nothing wrong with Snoop Dogg or Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah.
They've obviously changed their lives around and are doing great positive things.
Well, I hope Tekashi 6ix9ine can...
Well, it looks like he's already learning. And he's spreading a positive message to his fans that are still watching, specifically in this local area, as close as possible to this romance
greater
shop.
New York City area.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of ads,
yeah,
let's move on to a good ad featuring two good boys.
Yeah. I mean, who hasn't shit on someone though?
All right, now it's time for some ads, starting with Honey, one of our sponsors this week. With millions of top-rated sellers offering the exact same products on Amazon, finding the best deals feels like looking for an invisible needle in the world's biggest haystack.
It's huge.
But thanks to Honey, the free browser extension, you can always get the best price on Amazon without lifting a finger. Honey automatically goes to work whenever you shop on Amazon. It compares the prices of every seller that carries whatever item that you or I are looking for, and they even factor in shipping, sales tax, and Amazon Prime status to make sure you're getting the lowest total price. It shows the best deal every time, even if Amazon doesn't.
It's like having your own personal shopping assistant, and it's very easy to use. It kind of feels like cheating, but it's not. It's just a smart automated deal finder that gets us and millions of other shoppers like you out there the best price on Amazon every single time. And it's not just Amazon. Try it on basically any website that accepts coupon codes, and there's a chance that you're going to save money when you didn't think that you could or would.
Yeah, it actually, if you try it on other websites of other companies that have advertised on our show, which I have, it's saved me even more money.
Yeah.
More than 10 million people are using Honey to save money. They've got over 10,000 5-star reviews on the Google Chrome store, and Time Magazine says it's basically free money. So next time you're shopping on Amazon or anywhere else online, don't wonder whether you've found the best deal. Just add Honey and get the best price automatically. Add Honey for free at joinhoney.com/weird. That's joinhoney.com/weird. Honey, the smart shopping assistant that helps save you time and money.
And this episode is also sponsored by Squarespace. Domains, websites, online stores, marketing tools, analytics, Squarespace does it all. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence and run your business, and they just added a new feature, email campaigns. Say more, sell more. You're gonna stand out in any inbox with Squarespace email campaigns, providing consistent content from website to email, powerful editing tools to make it your own, customizable layouts for any message, and mobile editing so you can send anytime, anywhere. For the man on the go, or the woman on the go.
I'm a busy man. Squarespace lets you quickly and easily create a beautiful website, whether it's for your business, your art, your products, your ideas, you name it. Get weird with it. Everything's optimized for mobile right out of the box. It's got analytics to help you grow in real time. There's nothing to patch or upgrade ever, and they've got 24/7 award-winning customer support. Head over to squarespace.com/weeklyweird for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use the offer code weeklyweird to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Squarespace.com/weeklyweird, offer code weeklyweird.
Or just click down in the description below. Let's get into some headlines, starting with Russia's military vows to prevent invasion of polar bears in Arctic town.
There's some wild videos. This is a part of Russia that's basically like the North Pole.
Yeah.
It's way up in the sticks. Just polar bears running wild up there because climate change has kind of fucked with their ability to eat. So they're moving further south and trying to break into people's cars and houses.
There was a story. There was a story not too far back about how a polar bear floated all the way to Iceland, and it was like the first time like a big apex predator had ever been on the island.
Sorry, puffins.
Yeah, rip.
Jesus. Yeah, the videos of this are fascinating because it's like you see a polar bear, you're like, give him a Coke. What a cool looking bear. But they're fucking killing machines.
Yeah, they're horrifying killing machines.
I think it was the BBC. They sent that like clear cage up into like somewhere in the North Pole.
Polar bear country?
Yeah, they like put a guy inside this very safe, clear
Why'd they gotta
box.
put a guy in it? Put a camera in it.
Well, a guy with a camera.
But just put the camera in.
Well, a guy's holding the camera to shoot it. Anyway.
Get a tripod.
Yeah, that bear was really, really trying to get in there. They'll fuck you up.
Yeah. And then when they get blood all over them, it stains them. They look even more terrifying.
Yeah, they look badass with blood on them.
Well, sounds like a real national emergency.
Yeah, and they're not allowed to shoot them because it's apparently against the law in Russia to kill a polar bear. They're a protected species.
Well, might have to lift it temporarily.
I don't know. Yeah.
There's the law, and then there's the law.
The spirit of the law. Anyway, next up, oh boy, here we go. Ja Rule wants to put on another music festival after the infamous fire fail. I have plans.
All marketing is good marketing. All press is good press. I guarantee you that he will sell tickets to it. At this point, people would just want to be involved in the failure, I feel like.
I don't know.
It's okay, well, he's not, obviously, you would think that he's not going to charge $100,000 a bungalow or something like that again, but
I feel like he might.
I would pay, a regular ticket price to go watch something fail.
I don't know. He's doing it, so he runs this app now called Icon, which is literally the same exact as the app that Fire Festival is supposed to promote. So it sounds like he's learned absolutely nothing from the experience.
No. In fact, he's trying to spin it into a thing to make himself more money.
Yeah, he somehow got away from that whole situation completely unscathed.
Yeah.
Which I feel like for most people would be like an opportunity to be like, whew, that was close.
Yeah, no.
I should definitely avoid that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But no, he's got plans. So.
Well, get ready for that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like I said, I would think that people would be morbidly curious about it and would probably buy tickets to it.
I mean, it's a great social experiment.
You're at the very least, you're going to sell a ton of tickets to like Vice reporters.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Crystal meth is North Korea's trendiest Lunar New Year gift.
Yeah, they
because if you can't stop working, you won't stop working.
They love meth there, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like all the news out of North Korea, you got to take with a grain of salt or meth.
Yeah.
Because, you know. But some pretty good sources indicate that during Kim Jong-il's days, like up until like
they were using meth on for workers to get them to work longer hours.
Not
right?
only that, they had a whole state-sponsored meth manufacturing operation there that they used for their army, for workers, and they were also selling it to like Chinese triads. Like they were running an international meth operation.
Well, we all know
run by a country.
Lots of money and drugs.
Yeah.
But did they have a giant piece of crystal meth dressed up in wrapping to encourage people to do more of it?
I mean, we can imagine.
Yeah.
We can pretend they did. It's like with anything you hear about North Korea. Like, I don't know, maybe that happened. Maybe he fed his uncle to a dog. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe they had a giant crystal meth wrapping to promote the North Korean state-sponsored meth industry. Who knows? But yeah, it's a popular gift.
Yeah.
They treat it there like coffee. Like, oh, feeling a little tired. Woo! Here we go.
Yeah. Man accepts lottery jackpot in Scream mask. We talked about this,
Genius.
kids, because they fucking give people's names and shit out.
Yep.
What are you gonna? You're trying to get these people killed.
Yeah.
Or get them bothered nonstop.
Yeah, this was in Jamaica too, country that has crime. So he didn't want people to know who he was.
Every country has crime. The U.S. is like, it's hard to like point fingers at
Jamaica's got a lot more crime than the U.S. Like
know.
it's not there's no argument there. It is especially Kingston, where this happened, is a very dangerous city.
I'm not downplaying the fact that this is a useful tactic if you win the lottery anywhere.
Yeah, no, anywhere, because I mean, you have the risk of being robbed, but you also have the risk of just nagging family members who are like, "Hey, can I?"
No, it's not even that. It's the whole city will come out and be like, "My son has cancer. This person, I need I'm sick. I need medical bills paid for. Oh, my kid wants to go to college." Like, there's a lot of lottery winners, and there's a lot of information out there about the downfall of lottery winners who, I think a majority of the time, over 50% of the time, like end up in worse situations than they had ever been in.
Yeah, it's a curse.
Yes.
So yeah, the guy's wearing Scream masks. He's wearing gloves too, so they can't see his hands. He's like, and he had them use like an alias on the check.
So if you win the lottery,
Brilliant.
Wear a Scream mask, get a lawyer first, get an accountant second, and then put all your money in a trust.
Lawyer up, delete Facebook, put on Scream mask, profit.
Yes. Yes.
Not ashamed. Ass Man says his name shouldn't be rejected for personalized license plate.
The shibby will get this pushed through, by God, whether it kills him.
Well, no, this is actually a man named Dave Assman from Canada.
Yeah.
And he looks exactly how you'd picture Dave Assman. He's just a hardworking Canadian middle-aged man.
I pictured George Costanza.
No, well, no, he doesn't look like George Costanza. He looks. I can't think of an actor to compare him to, but his birth name is Dave Assman, or he pronounces it Osman.
Of course he does.
German.
Yeah.
He's proud of his heritage, wants that name on his plate, but the damn Justin Trudeau SJW Canadian government won't let him put Ass Man on his plates.
Yeah. Ass person. Okay, there you go.
That's more like it.
That's more like it. Yeah.
So I just give the man the plate.
Yeah.
He has to live with the last name Ass Man.
Let him have this.
Let him have the plate.
Yeah.
Oh, my pearls. The word ass on a car. Shut up,
he
Canada.
He should do 455 M4N.
Leet speak.
Yes. Then they can get away with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Towson University police warn of a woman on the loose looking for a date for her son. Will you date my son?
Yeah, it was
he's a lovely boy.
The campus cops there were like, they kept getting reports like, there's this weird old lady coming into all the like female dorms, showing people a picture of a boy on her phone, asking us if we date him. She seems crazy.
Nah, seems like a real proud mom.
This is my son.
Little overbearing.
He won't date anymore because of me too.
Yeah.
Customers continue to line up at drive-thru as Winnipeg AMW burns to the ground.
If this thing's burning down, I'm getting one last frosty mug.
What do they sell at AMW?
It's like a burger place, burger and fries.
Is it all root beer flavored?
No, I was just gonna say a lot of people in the U.S. don't know about the A&W actual like standalone fast food restaurant. I think
we had one that was like half A&W, half like Pizza Hut or some shit.
A long time ago, there used to be way more up in the north part of the country. I've been to a couple. They have they will like give you a frosty mug for your root beer, and they have a root beer thing on tap, but it's burgers and fries.
But it's big in Canada?
Yeah, just like Boston pizza for no reason. Boston, you know what they're famous for? Pizza.
What are you doing, Canada?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, these people, they weren't gonna let the last A&W in town go out without getting one last order in.
One last frosty sip.
This is Winnipeg. We've been there in this time of year.
Winterpeg?
Yeah, they were probably just like, oh, a fire. Yeah, warming up.
Gotta get close.
No, I'm not here for the food.
Yeah.
I'm here for the fire.
Just trying to get warm. A tiger found in an abandoned house by a person who just wanted to smoke some pot. At least he didn't have to fight it like the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was like
Wasn't the tiger fat or something too?
Yeah. This was like Houston. You're not allowed to have a tiger in Houston, but the state of Texas, a lot of it, you can just own whatever the fuck animal you want. And what ends up happening is just a lot of like fucking abused wild animals like this where chained up in a little cage.
Imported and neglected.
Yeah. This guy, it was an anonymous tip, but he did tell the police, he's like, yo, I was gonna go smoke some weed in this house. There's a tiger there. You guys should look into it. I might smoke weed, but I'm an animal lover. Bye. And now tiger, he's being taken care of. Seems to be doing all right.
Good. What about the pot smoker? Is he arrested because it's Texas?
Well, he called anonymous. He wouldn't give them their name. But I'm sure if he had,
he would have been arrested.
Thanks, buddy. You really cracked the case for us. By the way,
he did a great thing for pot smokers in Texas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Upstanding citizens.
They are. Yeah. They are. Legalize it, Texas.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how great Austin would be if it got even weirder?
I'm sure it's not very hard to find weed there.
No, it's illegal.
Well, we'll get to find out.
It's a crime.
We'll get to find out soon. We don't have all the information yet, but we'll be in Austin this year.
Yeah.
Anyways,
let's
do some more headlines.
Reddit users are the least valuable of any social network.
Because they're the most woke. Oh, we're not clicking links. And yeah, I understand that the Hail Corporate subreddit has become completely ironic and that we should probably do like Hail Corporate. But nope, not clicking that. You can't get me with advertising, even though there's an entire subreddit that makes fun of advertising on Reddit, even though it's just giving it triple the views because people on that subreddit are seeing it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
a good website. I like it, but
I like Reddit.
But yeah, they can't get any funding because it's hard to monetize.
Didn't Tencent just buy like a portion of it?
That's how
That's why everyone's posting all the Winnie the Pooh memes.
Yeah. But that's how like the valuation of like the users, like they compared it to fundings for other social medias, and they found that the actual like dollar amount per user for Reddit was like significantly lower than any other social website.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
So yeah, hey Reddit users, you're worthless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Member of Parliament resigns after stealing sandwich, claims act was social experiment. We've come full circle.
This was the Romanian Parliament.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they really get up to there, but I think the pressure is a little lower than.
Well, if you're in the government, they taught the government a lesson like 30 years ago not to break any rules.
Yeah. So
you better say it's a fucking social experiment.
Yeah, you want to get put up against this wall and shot on live TV?
Well, don't steal a sandwich.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, that president, was it a president or a ruler or whatever?
Ceausescu?
He was technically stealing food from people.
He was.
I mean, obviously on a bigger scale.
Yeah. Now, this guy, he went to like a nearby bodega or whatever the fuck they call it in Romania, and he took a sandwich, and he was waiting at the cash register for like 5 minutes, and he said, well, I didn't want to steal, I just wanted to test their security apparatus. Yeah. So I walked out with it. It turns out their security is bad. If you don't get to the register in 5 minutes, the sandwich is free. Yeah. I think we've all probably been there. But he got called on it, and he resigned from Parliament. He's like, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you got me. And he says he paid for the sandwich later. Can you imagine if like Ted Cruz got caught stealing a sandwich? I would expect Ted Cruz to never pay for a sandwich. I haven't paid for a sandwich in 25 years.
He's using the Texas taxpayers' money to pay for those sandwiches.
You people feed me. Mm-hmm. A TV actor who played Ukraine's president could now become the actual president.
I mean, he looks presidential.
The show he's in is actually on Netflix. I think I might start watching it. It's called like Servant of the People or something like that. He plays a teacher in Ukraine who like just gets so fed up, and he goes on this like rant to like one of his friends about how the government is fucking everyone in the ass, and one of his students like records it secretly,
and everyone's like, woo!
And it goes viral, yeah, and everyone's like, yeah, we should make that guy the president, so he becomes the president. So that might actually happen now.
Wouldn't be the first country with a TV star for a president.
Yeah, a lot of people are probably rightfully pointing out that he is not the character he plays. He's a successful actor who also happens to have some kind of sketchy ties to some oligarchs. So maybe don't vote for a meme as someone living in a country with a meme president. Maybe don't do that, because lulz are for just a few minutes, and then you gotta live for a couple years.
Yeah.
But hey, whatever. I don't live there.
Substitute teacher under fire after telling class Martin Luther King Jr. killed himself.
Happy Black History Month. Yeah, this substitute teacher, she was a substitute music teacher. All she had to do, the easiest fucking job in the world, you show up,
pull out the recorders.
No,
doodly
this one was like, she literally had to just pop in a fucking DVD to show the class a movie. It was a movie day.
Was she doing anything about history anyway?
I don't know. She got mad that the class was disruptive. And then she went on this rant about how, like, if you don't respect Donald Trump, you are a bad person. And also Martin Luther King Jr. killed himself. And she said some other, like, somewhat racist stuff. Apparently she singled out a bunch of the black students who were dressed in athletic gear and said, you guys are dressed for prison. Pretty bad, I'd say.
Yeah. Should be.
All you had to do was pop in that DVD, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, just go to sleep or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easiest job in the world.
No. Teachers have it. Let's.
Not substitute teachers.
Okay, substitute music teachers. I'm not gonna put teachers on a scale of which ones are more important.
Popping in a DVD.
Yeah, okay.
A DVD.
Well, this person shouldn't be a teacher.
Yeah.
Yes.
It sounds like they're probably...
I respect teachers.
I do too.
They're a vital role in our society.
I absolutely do.
And they deserve...
Just not this teacher.
Yeah, this teacher. Get out of here, weirdo. Anyways, that's it for Weekly Weird News this week. Check out our sponsors by clicking the links below. And also check out a brand new episode of News Dump and a brand new Tech News Day. Hit up the Patreon, join the channel, and have a great weekend. It's a long weekend for some of you. I don't know if we're going to be here on Monday. It's President's Day.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I know what Elliot will be doing. He'll be learning about George Washington and Abraham Lincoln.
Do you know this guy had teeth made out of wood?
Fake news.
Yeah, it was actually ivory. Anyway, all these facts and more coming this President's Day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.